Okay, well, hopefully everyone can hear me, and if not, I'm sorry. But what I'm saying right now won't really matter because, well, you won't be hearing a darn thing I'm saying. But I am going to go type in the chat, just make sure that everyone can hear me, and if not, well, again, what I'm saying won't mean a darn thing. Just one second. Okay, good. Looks like everyone can hear me. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. Nothing planned. Totally random. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I could just wing it. I wrote some notes down of things I'd like to say. I'll probably just forget them. So I don't know. I'm gonna look at the chat because I see some people here that I love so much. Ashley's here. Creepy Blonde Girl is here. Sam is here. Hassan Productions is here. Hey Hassan, how are you? Vidith22 is here. Meow is here. Welcome everyone. Again, nothing really planned. Just gonna wing it. I don't know. Has anyone been following my Snapchat? Here's why I'm doing this live stream. Here's what's going on. And I'll get back to why I mentioned Snapchat. I normally have like one day off a week, and I'll use that day to try to get caught up on, you know, stuff. I'll try to, if I don't have time to make a full video, I'll at least record some audio. I probably won't do any editing on it, but I will at least try to get something done. If you followed my Snapchat story, which was on Saturday. Oh, Elias, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the stream. If you followed my Snapchat on Saturday, Elise, I just saw that you were texting me. I'm sorry I didn't reply. My phone has been on silent because I can't have it at work, even though I did have it at work and I was messaging you randomly and sporadically, but it's on silent. I just got back to the house, just had dinner really quickly, haven't touched my phone and just looked at it just now, so I apologize. So, as I was saying, if you looked at my Snapchat, you'll see that I was actually in another city waxing a floor, and this was something that I had planned to do for a while. I gave them a quote back in February for recoding it, and it was supposed to be, I don't know, maybe just like a 7-hour job, and give them the quote in February, and they didn't get back to me until maybe June, like late June. So by the time I got in to actually go to work on this thing, the floor now had been waxed by me like a year ago. So it meant that I had to stay there for 11 hours doing this basement floor at this church. So that's how I spent my day off. My one day off was spent waxing a floor. So that's why I haven't made any videos. I'm sorry. It's been a rough week. Okay, Elise, you got to go. All right. Message me. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it during the stream, but just message me. Yes, that floor was huge. It's over 3,000 square feet, but I rounded down for them to 3,000. And the last time I did that floor, it took 16 hours because it was raining and it was really humid. It wasn't drying. It was terrible. This time I brought fans. So, Sam the Great, hi. I'm glad you don't mind waiting for videos. Thank you so much. Phantom of Darkness, hello, welcome to the stream. So yes, that's what I've been doing lately. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to get done. If you've been keeping up on my Twitter, I did a poll on if people want me to write some 2-sentence horror stories and do a video of that, because I know that it's kind of a popular thing to do. It has been for a couple of years. I didn't want to copy and paste somebody else's. I wanted to write my own. And well, people seem to want me to do some. I had planned to do 20. I wrote more than that. I have them on little notes here on my desk, and I just typed them up the other day, and I had wanted to do them last week, and I didn't get time, unfortunately. But that's probably going to be the next video. I don't know yet. I'm kind of on the fence between doing that or the 4chan horror stories, or I've got some swimming horror stories I'd want to do. Again, I'm not really sure which one I want to do just yet. I think for these 2 sentence horror stories, they do get kind of dark, and they're certainly a little bit darker than most of the stuff I've written before. So I think I want to be in the correct frame of mind to do these. You know, I want to make sure I'm having an excellent day, so that way I don't. Again, if I read these, I don't want to bring anything personal into them. I want to be able to just stay out of story mode. You know, it's a performance. Do you know what I mean? Do you get me? Do you feel me? If you listen to any of the other short horror stories I've written, like The Driver or The Homecoming, you'll know that they get kind of dark. These are even darker than that, and they're only in 2 sentence bursts. So, again, I might do that this week. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I've got to be in the right frame of mind for it. If I don't want it to suck. Speaking of, I had a funny thought just now. Every time I do a collab with somebody and I send it out to them, and then I go back and think, that sounds pretty good. I'll go back and I'll listen to it, and I'll think it still sounds all right, and then I'll listen to it with the other people that submitted for the collab, and I'll be like, wow, that sucks. It just doesn't fit. It really sounds bad. So maybe I'm just getting a little too hard on myself, but yeah, that's how I feel when I get done collabing. But what is coming up in the collab world, if I could talk, for Fearcrawler? Well, Vidith22 and I are always working together. He has a video coming out with myself and a couple others, I think tomorrow. So look for that. Not just because I'm in it, mind you, but because there's other people in it. For me, it's just, I don't know, if you like my channel, maybe that's a perk. I don't know. Creepy Tales Corner. Hello, welcome to the stream, my friend. I apologize if I don't say hi to everyone. Just keep typing stuff in the chat, and I'll keep glancing up, and I'll look. I'm one of those people that I don't multitask very well. So yeah. But yeah, Vidith22. We've got a video that I did some audio for it, and he's releasing that, I think, tomorrow. So check that out. Definitely. If you have not subscribed to Vidith, you simply must. His channel is excellent. I'm working on something for a collab with Black Eyed Blonde, one with Gothic Librarian. Again, they have reached some amazing subscriber milestones. So that's what that's for. I honestly don't know if I'm going to make the deadline or not, but I really, really want to try. So hopefully I get this stuff done. I really hope I do. Phantom says, Phantom donates $5 billion to Fearcrawler. Super chat message. Hey, this is a super chat message. You are rich now, and quit your job. You know what? No, I'm not rich, and I can't quit my job. No, that is going to be a lifetime away. That is not going to happen, unfortunately. Where the heck was I? Oh yes. I submitted some audio to a Deep Down Trauma Hound, and I think he changed his name on YouTube to, I think it's Brother Deep. So he's got a really cool channel. I don't know if he's ever going to use the audio though. So I talked about that maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm still waiting on it. And for those of you that aren't horror narrators, and for those of you that don't know how the collabing thing works, I'll explain it kind of briefly. Usually, one horror narrator says to a bunch of other horror narrators, hey, I would like to do a really big collab. Here's the premise of it. Here's the deadlines. Here's the criteria. Do this, 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 and this, and this by this day. Just because you send it in by that deadline does not mean that it's going to be out by that deadline. And the reason it won't be typically is because it takes such a long time to assemble it. And if you watched my video, the 15 Nightmarish Horror Stories, which was, again, a collab from when I hit 500 subscribers, which was actually pretty recently, you'll know that I was talking about that on Twitter for a few weeks, and then we had a couple weeks of silence, and then it got released. So it does take some time. And sometimes people get wrapped up in stuff and they say, well, get it to me whenever. And sometimes you have to wait months. And it depends on how busy you are. And I don't ever like to not do collabs. I feel really bad if I don't do them. So I do my best to send the audio as quickly as I can, but it doesn't always work that way. It simply does not. But most of the time it works out pretty well. So hopefully Mr. Trauma Hound gets that done. But it's not really on him. I know what the delay is. The delay was another narrator that was doing some lines in the story that he had written. And it was a really good story too. So if he doesn't use it, I'm going to be really, really sad. You know what I mean? Saying stuff for a long time says hi in the chat. Oh, hello and welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here. And oh, Phantom of Darkness. Yeah, I'm going to hold you to that $5 billion super chat. I could change my name to Quit Crawler or maybe even Fear Quitter. Oh, that's that's ridiculous. Yes, Sam, I know you were nervous about that 500 sub video, but don't you think it turned out well? I was actually really proud of everyone that submitted to that video. I was very proud of that. And for those of you wondering how I picked the order in which I put everyone's audio into that video, I picked them randomly, basically. And if there were a point where I had, like, let's say a whole bunch of female narrators in a row, I didn't want to do that. So then I would just kind of like put a male narrator in there somewhere. So that would kind of like go boy, girl, boy, girl. But for the most part, it was extremely random. With the exception of the very first audio that you listened to, which is Brimstone Below, everything else there was randomized. Dismal Hero, welcome to the chat / live stream / random nonsense / bantering / whatever I'm saying. Dismal Hero has got a terrific channel. If you're not subscribed to him, I highly, highly encourage you to do so now. He and I have collabed before, twice in fact. And if you checked out, and I hope you did, the 15 Nightmarish Horror Story collab for my 500 subscriber celebration, he has an audio track in there as well, a scary story that he narrates. So check that out, definitely. I mean, I do have some other collabs coming up, but again, there's a lot. I got a message on YouTube the other day from a newer horror narrator named Cold Chills. He said he would like to collab with me. I'm like, great, awesome, you definitely should. And he was worried about the fact that his channel is actually smaller than mine. I'm gonna just say this: I don't care what size channel you have. I really don't. If you have a small channel, a large channel, I don't care. If you approach me and you ask me to collab with you, I'll do it. I don't care if you have 0 subscribers. I don't care. That's cool. Elise, welcome back. Happy Shadows, what are you going on about? Something about an accident? Oh, accents. Oh, so okay, I see. Creepy Blonde Girl said, Ashley, there are a lot of horror narrators with Southern accents. Oh, no. Again, it's so hard for me to catch the context of all these chats going on because there's so much going on in the chat. You guys just entertain yourselves. I'll just be over here. Okay, something was brought to my attention earlier this morning as I was getting ready for work, and that is some strange drama on, it's not just YouTube. I think it's also happening on Twitter, and this has to do with, I don't know. I don't even, I don't even know if I want to backpedal and maybe just not even say it. Karma Queen, hello, welcome to the chat / live stream / crazy nonsense. Karma and I, by the way, guys, go way back. I've actually been friends with her for, I want to say, since 2009, so we go way back. That is one of my real life friends, someone that actually knows me very well, that I've actually met face to face. We go way back. So welcome to the stream. Anyway, with the Twitter thing is that I'm not going to get into the back and forth about it because honestly, that doesn't really interest me. Let's just say, and I'm going to try. I'm really going to try not to. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to give too many details. I really don't want to. I'm just going to say that whatever's going on in the horror community with this kind of back and forth hatred, garbage, nonsense, it just needs to stop, please. Could we all just, like, I don't know, hug it out or something? Because I'm not going to say anything bad about any horror narrators. I'm simply not going to do it because it's not my place to do it. And even unless you did something to me really personally, I wouldn't say anything bad about you. And even then, I'm not going to use Twitter as a platform to do it. I'm going to tell you personally, okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that. Again, I don't want to, make this a downer. I really don't. I simply do not. I'm just going to think happy thoughts. I'm probably going to mispronounce your name. You're on my Snapchat. Amina, right? I'm probably saying it wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. But hello, welcome to the stream. No one hugs in horror unless they want to stab you in the back. Well, Elise, I guess that's true, but the thing is that every horror narrator I've gotten to know, with the exception of maybe a couple that were just a little quirky, have all been pretty darn cool. So I have nothing bad to say about any of them. And unless you've done weird stuff to me and done something that was a personal attack, I'm not going to say anything bad about you. And again, even if you did, I'm going to tell you straight. I'm not going to use Twitter as a platform. It's part of the reason I don't use Facebook, because Facebook became a platform. I'm not going to do that again. Fear is crawling in my skin. His wounds will... Okay, Phantom, that's... By the way, Phantom of Darkness was just saying, he was actually singing one of my favorite songs in the chat just now. Well, not singing, but typing, which is actually Karma Chameleon by the Culture Club. You guys might hate that particular song. Some of you might love it. I love that song, okay? I grew up with that song. Kind of showing my age a little bit here, but yes, terrific song. So give me 1 second, guys. I have to drink this fake coffee because I'm not allowed to drink real coffee anymore. Robert, welcome to the chat / live stream / whatever you want to call this. This random nonsense that we're doing right now. What is this? What are we doing? Anyway, I have to drink this fake coffee, and the other day I admittedly fell off the wagon. I was over at Quick Trip, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's delicious. It's like if you took... It would be like taking a convenience store / gas station and turning it into fine dining. That is what Quick Trip is. And I went there and I got a bacon cheeseburger. And the other day I happened to get a blueberry cappuccino, and I know I was not supposed to, but it was a moment of weakness. I was in a very unguarded, unhappy place, and I succumbed. And it was a one-time thing, and now I'm back to drinking the fake stuff. So that is that's my addiction story. Happy Shadow says everyone's obsessed with should I stay or should I go because of Stranger Things. You know, I do not watch that particular show. Robert says I should try drinking roasted dandelion tea. It hits all the spots coffee does. That sounds really strange. Roasted dandelion tea? Maybe the closest I've come to drinking flowery teas would maybe be chrysanthemum tea. I don't know what does anybody know what Robert's speaking of? Has everyone tried this? Yeah, Phantom. I fought Fear Crawler and Fear Crawler. Well, yeah, maybe I would. What is fake coffee though? Okay, I'll explain it. It's actually I'm not allowed to drink coffees and teas. I can drink this fake coffee stuff, which is chicory, or I can drink the stuff that's made from like a Mayan nut. I can't drink anything made from the coffee bean, and I can't drink tea that's made from tea leaves, but I can have herbal teas, if that makes any sense. So I have to drink this stuff, and it's close. It's just not that. I have to put a lot of creamer in it to actually make it taste like anything. So think about that. I don't know how else to describe it. No, Robert, I haven't tried it, but you know what? I'm going to let me write that down. It sounds really strange, but now I'm interested. I'm actually going to write this down. It is now written on a piece of paper on my desk, which has a whole bunch of other random stuff on it that I may or may not know what it is. Creepy Tales Corner asks, how long have I been narrating? That's actually a very broad question, and I'll explain why. I've been narrating horror on this channel for just over a year. I started doing voiceover work back in 2008, so almost 10 years ago. And I started my first YouTube channel over 10 years ago. So if that kind of, I don't know if that answers the question appropriately or not, but you know, it's this channel is new for me, but yeah. Amina says, I think my mom would make me drink green leaf tea instead of milk when I was a baby. Seriously? 13 Sharks Can Fly. Hello and welcome to the live stream / chat / whatever there is. Okay, Creepy Tales. Okay, now I got you. You're asking more for this channel. Well, okay. In that case, just over a year. It was, I hit a year on this channel in June. The very first video I uploaded was the lead masks video. And honestly, out of all the videos I've done, I'm probably the most proud of that one because, yeah, I was nervous as heck. And if you listen to my voice on that particular bit of audio, you can hear it. You can definitely hear the nerves and how rigid and stiff I am. But I'm very proud of it because after I uploaded it and people were hitting the like button, I was really very proud. Even though the audio really sucks and it's not a great video, but I still like it a lot. No, Phantom, do not go home. But Phantom, okay, Phantom likes to talk about strange things, and in the chat right now, he's talking. He always knows how to sort of flip the script and turn the chat into something very, very strange. Yes, creepy blonde girl. Good night. Take care. Be safe. Hugs. Check out her channel. Definitely subscribe to her. Because if you don't, you know what? It's probably going to make me a little sad. You don't want me sad, do you? Sad crawler? No, you don't. Besides, look, you'd be doing me a favor because, and I kind of owe her one because she was in the in that 15 horror story, the Nightmarish Horror Story collab video. So her story's in there. Terrific job from her. So you would be doing me a solid if you subscribe to her. And don't just subscribe. I mean, watch a couple of videos, hit the like button, leave a comment, just be nice, be supportive. Please do that for me. Skeleton Dog Hybrid, hello. Oh, you're here to say good night because you have school tomorrow. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have a good day at school tomorrow. Yes, Cup Crawler is now Sad Crawler. You don't want me to be sad Crawler. No, you don't. No Sad Crawler, Happy Crawler. Creepy Tales Corner says, I'm starting to get frustrated with my channel because it's not growing at the rate you want to. I know exactly what you mean, my friend, and let me explain what happened to me. And this may or may not be applicable to you, but I'll tell you my side of it, and we can see if maybe we had similar things going on. I didn't hit 100 subscribers on my channel until I was over 9 months in, and I was uploading. At one point, I was doing 6 videos a week. And that to me was pretty slow growth. So I don't know if that's really applicable to you, but that's kind of where I was at. So you started 3 months ago, okay? And Phantom, I think, was just pointing out that you have like 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing, and I'll put that into perspective for you real quickly here. Um, Swamp Dweller, who's a narrator that I think we all know who Swamp Dweller is. He's a terrific narrator, great kid, and his channel has just exploded over the last couple of months. I don't think he started really doing a lot with his channel until earlier this year, so he's less than a year in on that channel. He has tons of subscribers. And his story is really kind of a unique one because if I use Vidith22 as a comparison and I throw him into the equation here, and I mention him because he is one of my favorite narrators, simply because of how intense he is and how consistent he is. He's just a terrific narrator. And I think he's had that channel, I believe, for like 4 years, and he's just over 2,000 subscribers. And he uploads every single week, sometimes multiple times a week. So I don't know if that helps, if that puts that into perspective. See, now here's Happy Shadows. He's saying he didn't get 100 subs and it took him 4 years. But Happy Shadows, look at how quick it's going now that you're doing horror and you're with us, and we're helping you and you're helping us. That's And again, the reason I'm going to say Happy Shadows is because, well, he was actually number 8 on that video that I did of the 15 horror stories. So, and again, guys, every channel is going to be different. You know what I mean? See, now Ashley, who is my number 1 fan, is talking about the lack of subscribers because she sucks at uploading and her phone takes awful quality videos. Um, it's not usually, to me, I don't care about what your video shows personally. Your video could just be a black screen. If I hear a good voice telling a good story, that's all I care about personally. So that's what it is to me. I usually, if I'm on someone's channel and there's a video and I know it's going to be a scary story, I usually won't even watch the video. And the reason I don't is because I find it very distracting. Does that make sense? Like Mr. Nightmare releases a video, I play it on my phone, I put my phone face down, I listen to the audio. I'm sure the video is probably pretty cool, but my brain does so much more than the video is ever going to do. I just want to hear the story and I want to be immersed in it. I don't want to have to look at pictures. Does that make sense? Am I the only one am I crazy? Can I get an amen? I mean, if you look at my videos, they're nothing special. I usually have like one picture that plays through the whole thing, and that's quite deliberate because I don't want you to have to constantly pay attention to changing pictures and stuff. Does that make sense? I really just want you to listen to my voice and hear the story and enjoy the creepy sound effects and the music. Does that make sense? I don't know. Some people do amazing stuff with their videos, and I'm not gonna knock that. But for me, I'm just not the guy to always watch them. That's just me. Brian Hernandez, hello and welcome to the stream slash chat slash what do I want to call this thing? This is very random. Can I just, it says random live stream. Am I just going to refer to it as that? Maybe I should. Sam the Great says, I understand where you're coming from. Also, one of my stories is the day I hired a hitman on myself from Corpse Husband. And I think the hitman story that he did is actually from somewhere else. I am not 100% certain, though. Phantom of Darkness has sage advice. He says, remember to focus on making the best video you can at the moment. And all it will take is one video for you to explode. It can happen. One video in, or that's a really big number that you wrote blank videos in. Just millions of videos in. Oh, Happy Shadows, you accidentally reported a comment. Oh. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Yes, Sam, I know what you're saying, and I didn't want to say it, so I'm just not gonna say it where you got the story from. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I know where he gets some of them from. It's not where he gets all of them from, but I don't want to go that avenue. I don't want to go that route. I really don't. You know, I don't think anything's gonna happen. If you flag a comment, all that's gonna happen is it gets reviewed and they look at it if it's a spam comment. And if it's not, then usually nothing happens with it. Don't worry about it. I have cookies sitting on my desk and I really want to eat them because nothing goes better with this fake coffee that I'm drinking than cookies. But that's going to be really loud if I do that. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to push them over to the side. Yes, Elise, I know you want to get to 100. Can everyone do me a favor? I'm going to give everyone 30 seconds. Go to Elise's channel. Go subscribe, please. No, Sam, I'm not going to eat a cookie on stream. That's final. Well, maybe. Everyone go to her channel, subscribe. And not only that, watch some of the videos, leave a really supportive comment, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification thingy, because if you don't do that, then you'll never know. You'll never know when she uploads. Some of you don't even know what I'm going to upload, which is why I'm doing the stream right now. Speaking of not good schedules, I'm going to apologize for not doing more videos lately. The last couple of months have been very sporadic. So I apologize. I swear to you, though, I have a schedule written down of what I want to get done, when I want to get it done by. And I look at it, it's on my desk. It just doesn't always happen because life gets in the way. As some of you may remember, I changed jobs very, very recently. And this was supposed to give me a 5-day work week with Saturdays and Sundays off, which is what I wanted. And that didn't happen. The reason it didn't happen is because in the new job that I started as this coordinator position, they're understaffed. And since they're understaffed, I, of course, have to fill in those holes. Also, on top of that, because of where I work and because of the events that are there and the fact that it is summer and it's very event heavy, some of those things, again, if you follow my Twitter or my Snapchat, you'll see that some of those things can go as late as like midnight. Sometimes I don't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning. I spend literally a good 7.5 hours of my night just walking. I counted my steps and my average walk for one shift is 17.5 miles. That's how much walking I have to do. So at the end of the day, my legs are pretty sore and I just don't have the mental capacity or the physical capacity to, to record sometimes. And other times I'm just not in the frame of mind to do it. And I don't want this stuff to suck. It already sucks bad enough it is, but I don't want to make it suck more. Fearcrawler was the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company, and now he works as a coordinator for a company he owns Fortune 500. Okay, Phantom, I got a challenge for you, my friend. Here's what I'd like you to do. I would actually, can you do this for me? I would be so honored if you could do this. And put this on your channel too. I've always wanted somebody to do this for me. Oh my goodness, I'm going to ask this. Phantom, can you write for me, since these are really popular, can you write an origin story for Fearcrawler? If you could do that, that would be so sweet. I'm actually working on something for Meat Locker that's very similar. But if you could do that, that would be great. So please write a Fearcrawler origin story, and you have to narrate it. And because I like where you're going with what you just said there. So I'm actually liking the story, how you're building this up. So can you? Yeah, origin story. Like if you I think like there's one for Vidith 22 has one. Unit has one. Gosh, who else does? There's a lot of narrators that have them. So yeah. Write one like my origin story, like the Fear Crawler origins, because even I would be interested in that. I'm just gonna say. All right, there, at least. See, look at that. I have asked the listeners to sub to you, and they have done so. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, we can all keep YouTube creepy. I mean, YouTube is. I'm just gonna say it. YouTube is really starting to suck lately, but we can all keep YouTube creepy. I really think we can, as long as we just keep uploading scary stuff, and we stick it out. I mean, I don't have to worry about demonetization because nothing I have is monetized. That's why you don't get ads on my videos. I did think about partnering for a while there, but every time I think about it, I stop and I go, nah, I shouldn't. I just don't think that there would be a benefit to it. So yeah, what would be cool though is if I could get some sort of like a really cool endorsement. Like if someone were to approach me and say, "Hey, Fear Crawler, would you promote this such and such on your channel?" As long as it was horror related and I could give people like a really good discount on it or some freebies, I would say yes. However, if I couldn't get those and it was unrelated, I would say absolutely not. Does that make sense? I hope so. Fearcrawler has his minions doing his bidding, bringing in. No. Nobody here is my minion. Everybody here is. How can I explain it? Everybody here is my friend. Everybody here is amazing. Yes, Phantom, free beast. if like I said, if I ever did merchandise, it would be a cost, so that way everyone would be able to afford it, and I wouldn't be making any money off it, which is fine with me. I'd just be honored if everyone was wearing a Fear Crawler t-shirt or drinking from a Fear Crawler coffee mug. Oh, Creepy Tales Corner has got to go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, stop back. I don't know how long I'm going to run this stream for. Probably not much longer. I didn't really intend this to be a long stream. Just more random stuff, just to talk about stuff and maybe no stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I do want to say, I'm going to get to a really serious note right now, and I do want to say this. If you go to Twitter, you'll see somebody who frequently likes my comments and my posts, and his username is the Maxa. He is actually a graphics designer who does most of my thumbnails. I asked him to design a thumbnail for this live stream, and he can't right now because he's dealing with a death in the family. So I do want to give him a shout out, tell him, I do love you, I support you. Please take care of yourself. Don't worry about the thumbnails. Get to him whenever you can. I'm not concerned about it. If I have to make my own for a while, I'm cool with that. Just take care and just get your head in the right place, please. Great kid, he really is. Wonderful kid. Terrific designer too, and I do wish him all the best. And I really, really hope that his family is doing okay. I really do. Okay, Elise, go to bed. Sleep well. OBX Sniper 0001 says, hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream /chat /random nonsense, whatever I'm doing here. I have no idea. 13 Sharks Can Fly says, hey, Fearcrawler, I'm behind schedule. Can you give me an idea to write my next story about? I'm out of original ideas at the moment. You want to write a story? I'm always a big fan of things that are hiding in people's houses. And it should start typically with children kind of sharing it with other children in the house and telling them about it. It's like it's a joke. Does that make sense? Do something along those lines. Happy Shadows, you design thumbnails? Oh, thank you for offering. I appreciate that. If you guys looked at like the thumbnails I used to do, they sucked. I won't lie. Here's the thing. I'm a good artist, but I suck at making thumbnails. That's why I have somebody else do it. Somebody that's much better. Much better. Meow, gotta go. Okay, go make dinner. Take care. Be safe. Good night. Like a crazy ex-girlfriend? No, fandom. We're not talking like a crazy ex-girlfriend hiding in my Hillary Clinton hiding in your closet. Oh, oh, that's I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like talking politics typically. I try to keep it off my channel, but Hillary Clinton hiding in my closet is probably just the nightmare fuel I need to never sleep again. So yes. Ugh. I think I need more fake coffee. I might have puked in my mouth a little bit. And we're switching gears. Yes, that's true, fandom. You are talking people. You're not talking politics. Okay, good deal. Have I told you guys how awesome it is that I put out this live stream on very short notice and people show up? Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Corpse Husband had a live stream and you put $100 on the donation thingy and you helped me get a shout out on his stream. And I realized that you were a scary story narrator, so you subbed. Oh, that's right. OBX Sniper 0001. Oh, and don't worry about that. You're welcome for that. Part of the reason I do that is because I know that there are people in those chats and I'll see them constantly sending messages and trying to get noticed. And there's usually so much going on, especially with Corpse Husband, because he does have such a large fan base. I feel really bad for those people. And the reason I do a large donation is so that way their message or their shout out will stick to the chat longer. So that way, whoever is hosting the stream doesn't have to rush to get to it. He can get through like the $2 ones and the $5 ones, if that makes any sense. And I also do it because, well, I like helping people. I want to help Corpse Husband because he does have medical problems. His channel is pretty much demonetized. I like helping people. I like supporting the streams because YouTube sure as heck isn't doing it. So I feel really bad for those people. And if it helps them out, then I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel better. I feel like it's almost like a good deed for the day, if that makes any sense. I like doing that type of thing. So yeah, you don't even have to say thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying to be a nice guy, okay? I'm trying to be the best possible fear crawler I can be. That is occasionally scary, but usually pretty nice. Can you believe we have been here for almost 45 minutes? I know I sure can't. Speaking of those donations, here's one thing that I will say about that is that I don't do that to get subscribers, which is why I don't even mention that I have a channel. I don't do it to say, hey guys, sub to me or anything like that. I do it to get other people their shout outs, and I do it to help the streamers because there's this misconception that live streaming is free, and it's not, because you have to pay for your microphone, you have to pay for your internet, you've got to set up the time, and you've got to be able to devote the time to do it. And some people that have much better equipment than me and much better setups than me have spent a fortune on this stuff, and it doesn't pay for itself overnight. And if you're getting demonetized and you're making videos, like for example, every time I make a video and I do a thumbnail, I pay the artist who's the max. I pay him to make the thumbnails. He doesn't do them for the free. I pay him. So there's a cost to every video I make. So for a lot of these people that have they'll have editors and they'll have writers and they'll have people that actually help produce it. If you look at Rob Dyke, whenever Rob Dyke does a live stream, now he has an entire company that he started for Seriously Strange. He has people that depend on him. So you're not just helping Rob Dyke if you donate to him, for example, you're helping a lot of other people. So I do it because I want to help out, and I understand that it's not free for them to do it. So take that for what it is. I'm not going to be the jerk to go, hey, everyone sub to me, because that's not me. I'm never going to do that. If you sub to me, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. But it's a number, really. It's cool to watch those numbers grow. It's very inspiring, but It means nothing if people don't watch your stuff. You could have 1 million subscribers, and what does that mean if you only get 20 or 30 people watching each video? It means nothing. The real fans, the people that are engaged in it, those are the ones that are going to matter. Some people subscribe to you and they'll be totally not engaged. They'll sub to you for whatever reason, and then they don't get involved, and that's sad. So I don't want that. Dolly Vampira, who used to be known as DJ Dolly, welcome back. How are you? You are on your wait, are you on your Skype party call thingy right now? I know, I thought that was at 2 o'clock. In fact, I put it on my phone and I know that it was 2 o'clock. I know it was. Anyway, Dolly and I have a bit of a history in that we have collabed before. She is on my 2 Night Shift Horror Stories videos. She does the female voices. So check that out. Her channel has gotten like deleted twice now. She's on her 3rd channel. So if you were previously subbed to her, make sure you're subbed to her again, okay? And if you didn't sub to her, please go and sub to her right now and watch her videos. Please, please, I would really appreciate it. Do I know what's going on between Corpse Husband and Unit 522? I do not. I probably shouldn't get involved if that's something really bad. I don't. I really shouldn't. I thought that they were friends. I don't want to like speculate what you're talking about. I don't know. I honestly don't. So I honestly do not know. Sam, you subbed to my channel when I had 130 or 140 subs. You know, I think that sounds about right. There's another subscriber that always wants to make it to these live streams, and I think the username is like Oquovo or Aquavo. I could probably type it for you if I could remember how to spell it, but I honestly don't know. Hey, do you hear that? That is my phone ringing right now. That is so annoying. I might even just mute my microphone while that does that. I don't know. Give me like 10 seconds here because this is annoying. Was that 10 seconds? I think so. Anyway, I'm back. Anyway, as I was saying with this with Aquavo, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, my friend. I think he subscribed to me back when I only had maybe 3 videos on my channel, and he wrote a really complimentary, really nice comment. And he had said I deserved more subscribers than Mr. Nightmare. And I was like, well, that's really nice of you. Thank you so much. I actually put that on my Twitter at one point. I think if you go to my Twitter right now, that picture is still up there. But that was such a nice thing for someone to say. I don't think it's true because Mr. Nightmare has worked way harder than I have. He is a much better narrator than I am. But it was still really nice. Still really nice. Okay, well, with the Unit 522 and Corpse Husband thing, I don't know. I'll look at that later. Not that I want to get involved in it because I don't. I like to be aware of certain things, but I don't want to get in the middle of them. I just want to try to understand where both sides are coming from, if that makes any sense. I want to understand where the disconnect is, if there is one. So I'm probably only going to maybe stream for another, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then I think an hour is probably sufficient for this. Oh, Unit took down the video. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Then I'm not going to worry so much about it. Again, I thought that they were friends. I thought they got along. I don't know. Again, if I had, and everyone that knows me in any sort of personal way, and even if you don't know, you'll know that whether I have the 500 some subscribers I have now, or if I had 5 million, it wouldn't change the way I interact with people. I wouldn't be the guy to start rumors and gossip and things like that. I wouldn't be the one to start tearing apart other channels or trash talking them. I wouldn't use the the fan base and pit them against other narrators. I would never do that. I don't see the point. Yes, exactly. Yes, 13 Sharks Can Fly. Yes, drama goes over to Keemstar's department. Yes, this is not Drama Alert. That goes over there. Yes, thank you. That is correct. I agree with that. I don't want to be that guy. There are some people that there, like I said, I mentioned that there were like one or two horror narrators that I really didn't get along with. And this wasn't really anything that they did to me. This was something that they did to lots and lots and lots of other people that was just so despicable that I just stopped communicating with them and I left it at that. I didn't start saying, you know, what about this and this and that and that. I would actually go to the people that had this gripe and I would ask, what's going on? And then I would fact check it and see if it was true. And then, you know, all you have to do to fact check someone's Twitter is to just go over to their Twitter and they'll usually post what they're saying. You know what I mean? It's not usually just private messages. It'll usually be all over their Twitter feeds. So I just fact check things like that, and then if it's legit, then I step back. Phantom, I did not stop communicating with you. What are you talking about? Phantom says Fear doesn't get along with me. He stopped communicating with me. No, I did not. That's not true. That is not true. I still watch your videos too, so don't even go there. Phantom. I even go on your Instagram, man. I even check your Instagram from time to time and see what you're doing. Putting those crazy pictures of yourself up with a mop on your head and all that weird stuff. Weird guy, but a funny guy, but a very good guy. Speaking of Phantom, why aren't you going and writing my origin story right now? I gave you a task. Now go do it. I'm just messing with you. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, go sub to Phantom of Darkness. Yes, Phantom, I love you. You're amazing. You're a terrific narrator. You're a stand-up guy. You and I are always going to get along, okay? Makes sense? Good. Like I said, you'd have to do something to me personally, and it would have to be something really big where it was we couldn't repair whatever was going on. So that's the type of fear crawler I am. You know what I mean? That's me. Do you hear what I'm hearing? Do you hear those motorcycles outside right now? I'm not sure how loud that is right now, or if my Blue Yeti is picking that up. But holy crud, is that loud? Every time I hear that, that reminds me of the last video that I did, which was the Fear Crawler Outtakes Part 2, where you'll notice that on these live streams, I don't use profanity and things like that. But when you hear me do the outtakes, you'll hear quite a bit of it. That is part of my beef right there. The motorcycles on this street constantly going back and forth, that just guys that had to get the loudest motorcycles that they possibly could, and just why it's you're not, and they don't take them on the highway either. They go through the city. I don't understand. I'm confused. It's nothing against people with motorcycles, but come on now. I don't need to hear you from 3 miles away. Forgiveness crawler. Can't hold a grudge no matter how hard I try. So I totally get it. That's awesome. Hassan. Hey, listen, I see your message right now. Listen. I've helped you out quite a bit, haven't I? Wouldn't you say so? I think I have. In fact, I can prove that I have. So listen. Not the time or place, my friend. Not the time or place. Please don't do that. Not the time or place. This is my stream, not yours. That's going to sound really rude of me, but I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to be direct. Not the time or place, my friend. Not the time or place. Not on my live stream. No way. Phantom of Darkness says, okay, here it is. One day there was a fear crawler user on the internet. He never revealed his age, and I've always wondered. The world may never know. That's possible. You know, that's good, Phantom, but no, write a whole story for me, narrate it, and then yeah, do that for me. That'd be really great. I like this little horror community where everybody talks and the actual narrators speak to you as well. Love the communication. Love these types of live streams. Not as prevalent now. You know, that's true. They're really not. And that bothers me because here's the thing. When I had 5 subscribers and someone would leave a comment, I would reply to the comment as soon as I saw it. I now have over 500. And every time someone writes a comment, I reply to every single one, unless it's a spam comment. I will reply to every single one. I'll favorite the comments, and if you reply again to me, I'll reply back again, and I'll keep the communication going. And it's part of the reason I like doing these live streams, because I don't want to be the narrator that becomes so large that they can't communicate with the fan base. You know what I mean? Because they're not just fans. You guys are my friends. You know, I don't want it to get to that point. I'd be really sad if it did. And I'll give you an example. Corpse Husband can't reply to every comment, but on just about every single live stream he does, he'll just say, oh, guys, I just want to take a minute. I just want to talk to you. And he'll have to prioritize super chats because you're required to do that. But then he'll read the regular comments too. He's very balanced with it, and he is very sincere. And that's something I respect about him tremendously, because he's getting close to 1 million subscribers now. So when he does those live streams, the chat is just going like 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I don't know how he keeps up with it, but he does a very good job of it. I very much want to be like that if this channel ever gets that large. I don't want to get so disconnected from the listeners that I can't communicate with everyone and just be straight with everyone. Does that make sense? I don't want to be that way. I really do not. I want to be the person that can always have a two-way communication. I want to be the person that if you send me a message on Twitter, I can reply to it. If you send me a Snapchat of whatever, and which Snapchat is extremely random, by the way, I can reply to that. I want to always be that person. And it might not be where I could do every single one, but I want to make sure I'm at least making the effort. So I noticed that there are a lot of big horror narrators that don't do this, and I kind of wish they would. Yes, Phantom. I know Corpse Husband hasn't uploaded in like a month. I understand. And I know why he hasn't. He does obviously have a lot of things going on right now. And I'm not going to hold that against him. Yes, I have Snapchat. If you go, actually, if you can see it on my you can see it on my YouTube page here. You can see there's a link for it. I also have Instagram too, which if Instagram I use for like just uploading thumbnails. For Snapchat, I might make one story video thing every 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't do it very often, but yes, I have a Snapchat. You won't find much on there because there's not much on there, but yeah, I do. And the only reason I have it is because there are a lot of horror narrators that I like that have it, and we have a little back and forth when we talk on there too. You know, it's fun. You know, it can be. Well, guys, I think I'm just going to wrap this up because we are darn close to an hour in here. 13 Sharks Can Fly says, often I see people badgering YouTubers for not uploading. People need to understand that they are not entitled to anything. That's true. I apologize for not uploading as often as possible. But again, my schedule being what it is, and you need to be in the right frame of mind to sit down and create things, and you need the time to do it. It doesn't always work that way. And I would never unsubscribe from somebody if they haven't uploaded for a month or 2 months or even 6 months or even a year. There are some people that just go a long time without uploading. Things come up. We have this thing called life, and it gets in the way of a lot of things. So I understand that we're all humans. We all have stuff going on. YouTube isn't a job for me. YouTube is a hobby. I make no money from it. I do this for fun. I do it for stress relief. I do it to meet people. I do it to collab. I do it for the experience. I do it for the fans. So again, stuff comes up where you can't always do the things you want to do. And we call it life. We have to go work. We have to sleep. We've got to eat. We probably have families. We have to take care of those things. We have to prioritize. Just like you might want to go skateboarding every day. Well, maybe you can't go skateboarding every day no matter how much you love it. You might want to go exercise at the gym every afternoon, and maybe you can't even though you love it a lot. Stuff comes up. So I understand this, and I hope everyone else understands that too when I go a week without uploading a video. So thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm just, yep, I'm gonna close out the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do to make it better. I really do not. This is meant to be very random, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I certainly enjoyed it. I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. So yes, more videos are coming. Zach, Wizard Man, hey man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unfortunately, you came in at the end of the stream. I'm so sorry. I literally just said I'm wrapping this up. Oh, Zach. Zach and I, Zach has a YouTube channel as well, and Zach and I were doing a little bit of a collab, and he had sent some audio, and it sounded really good. There was just some problems when I imported the audio where I was losing some clarity, and I asked him to if he could re-record it. And so I'm really looking forward to that. I actually have it on my list of collabs that I want to get done yet. So hopefully very, very soon. Hopefully very soon. No rush though. No rush though, Zach. No rush. Everyone, take care, be safe, stay scared. I love every single one of you. I hope you had fun. I had a blast. I wish we could go longer, but well, it's sooner or later I got to go to sleep. I got work in the morning, but take care, guys. Have a good night. And yeah, keep YouTube creepy.